You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
You know what it is. You know who it is. It's The Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio, Iron Skillet Television. We are the hottest talk in the 219. We are the talk of the 219. Jay Sizzle, are you ready for this weekend's event? Are you ready for today's starting event of the Sweet 16?
Man, I have my chair ready to go. I got all types of attachments on it, man. I got my extra chocolate milk attachment over here. I got my popcorn. I got my salsa dip. Look, I got a whole electronic salsa dipping machine, dude, that just makes the salsa up as it runs out. It just makes it up fresh for me and dumps it in a bowl. I am ready to go. This is the greatest tournament I think we've ever seen.
That's high praise. That's high praise of a tournament. Actually, it's high praise of a tournament where there are not a lot of blue bloods in this. This is the first tournament. Jay, have you noticed this is the first tournament since the 70s where you haven't had a Duke and a Kentucky in this? No dogs in the fight, sir.
Well, you know what it is? I think there's a lot of the coronavirus tournament situation going on because you had these big schools. A lot of these schools got hit with the problem of not so much catching COVID as a team, but being denied access to practice facilities as a team. And I think you see now these mid-majors who could play with these larger schools, all of a sudden now, when you don't have as much practice time, the playing field became level. And we're seeing now these schools, like certain teams that we're going to be talking about later on, who have guys who are playing in their junior and senior years. They're going up against teams, these blue bloods, who had 18 and 19-year-olds starting in their lineup, and old school is now beating up the new school.
Yeah. Well, you had last weekend, you had Michigan beat up LSU. You had Florida State jump all over Colorado. You had Alabama just trounce Maryland, and Kansas got the fops put on them by USC.
Yeah.
So to your point, you have a lot of juniors, seniors, fifth-year seniors. You got a lot of older players now who are coming in, and they're showing you what their tournament worth is. And to that point, again, even with what's going on COVID-wise, you've got a lot of valuable senior leadership. You've got a lot of veteran leadership going into the game. Yeah. But we got to jump right into it, man. We got to talk about the first four games that are starting tonight. First four games today, starting with Oregon State versus Loyola. Then we're going to go to Baylor and Villanova, Oral Roberts and Arkansas, and then Syracuse and Houston. That's today. Then tomorrow, we can jump into Creighton and Gonzaga, Florida State, Michigan, UCLA, Alabama, and Oregon and USC. So, Jay, let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room right now is number 8 Loyola and playing and holding it down is the host seed for number 12 Oregon State. Are you impressed by what you've seen from Loyola this season?
We're going chalk. We're going chalk in this one. The higher seed is going to win this one. Porter Moser has these guys believing.
Yes.
You got Krutwig down there who, for whatever reason, he has come from the 1974 and brought his mustache. Came in what was that with the hot tub?
The hot tub time machine?
Yeah, the hot tub time machine. He came in the hot tub time machine, and nobody knows what to do with a big body with big feet that can move.
You know, that's funny. Even when you talk about the Valley, you talk about where they are right now, there was only one player in the Valley that I know that handled Krutwig through his career.
Yeah.
There was only one player. And you've got a team now in Oregon State, solid team, a lot of good guys. But as you said, to your point, Porter Moser has these boys believing.
Yeah.
And it's not like they haven't done this before. They're there. They know what they're doing. They understand what it takes to get to that position. And their biggest weapon, not just their shooting and their defense, which they have a smothering defense, which they hold opponents to under 65 points. If they hold Oregon State to under 65, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
But the biggest thing is they've got holy intervention.
Sister Jean the dancing machine.
Sister Jean, when she shows up in the arena, when they roll her in, it might be a wrap for you.
I believe Sister Jean was teaching Jesus in his bar mitzvah class, and she has special. She can call right to the Lord. She has him on speed dial.
With that said, I believe you and I concur. Yes, I can't. There's nothing I can even say. I think she does have Jesus's personal beeper, and because he probably still has a beeper. Yeah,
I mean, the Lord, the Lord Almighty. He has
he has a beeper for some people.
He probably has a BlackBerry. He probably has a BlackBerry.
He is probably the only person who can make his BlackBerry still work.
If anybody out there has a working BlackBerry, please drop it in the comment section below.
It is the Almighty, and he has a BlackBerry. So we're going to go chalk on this one.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Jay. I'm saying Loyola wins this. It's going to be a close one, but I say Loyola goes 64, Oregon State 58.
Oh, I don't know. I think we're looking that this is going to be a lot like Illinois.
Okay.
I think Krupwig said this is the best. This is better than the Final Four team that went. This team's better than his Final Four team, and I think they just believe they're going to go through the big man unless somebody figures out how to get him in foul trouble and get him on the sidelines. But if you let him keep doing what he's doing, unless you stop the big man down below, there's going to be a problem here. Because you know what they can do, which I'm really surprised. That Loyola can shoot the ball from outside if you leave them open.
Right.
They have guys who can knock down shots, and they're not afraid to take them.
They have shooters.
Illinois found that out real quick. I mean, Illinois looked past them. Illinois looked past them. They were looking down and talking about, okay, who we gonna play next? And before they knew it, Sister Jean had them in a chokehold.
Yeah, they were crying and going home. It was a terrible thing. So let's move on to Villanova and Baylor, man. Villanova, man, let me just say this. Jay Wright is probably one of the smoothest coaches I've ever seen. I mean, I've never seen a cat who pulls not only the suits together, but he pulls the teams together. And he gets boys in this tournament that you would never think. You think to yourself, they're not that good. They're kind of okay. And he actually makes boys money. This man, unlike Ryan Pace for the Bears, he actually makes his organization money. He doesn't cause them to lose money. So if you're playing for Villanova right now, there is a good probability at some point you're going to end up playing in somebody's league. I don't know where, but you're going to play in the league, and you're going to get to the 16, the 8, the 4. You're going to be there somehow in the mix. So, even when you look at Oral Roberts in Arkansas, you look at Oral Roberts had a stunner. When I say stunner, it was a stunner. Nobody thought Oral Roberts was going to come in and put in work. But again, to your point before, I think Oral Roberts was overlooked.
Yeah.
And when you overlook a team, especially in the tournament, it comes back to bite you in amazing ways that you never saw. I'm just saying right now, Oral Roberts, Florida thought they had that game in the bag.
Oh, yeah. They went to sleep on them. Went to sleep.
And then Oral Roberts woke up, and then you turn around, and now you're crying on national television because you realize it's a wrap. But when it comes to Arkansas, I don't think that story is going to play out the same. I don't know. Maybe
you know what, though? I don't think the upsets are over with. I don't think the upsets are over with. I think this is the craziest tournament that we're ever going to see. And I'm looking right now, I think the Razorbacks are vulnerable. I think they're vulnerable. I think this team that they're getting ready to play against plays a style that they're not used to. And they're going to share the basketball quick, and the Razorbacks are quick. They move around, but they overplay. They jump past the lanes. They do a lot of things, but this is a ball club that they're going up against right now. It's old school, 1962. Let's run the picket fence. You know what I'm saying? This is Hoosiers basketball that we're playing, and these guys again got the Almighty on their side right now. And these guys, too, are not afraid to shoot the basketball. And
No, they're not.
And I think with a team like this, if they get out in front and they get confident and they can start knocking shots down or start getting the littles, not the bigs, start getting these guards in foul trouble. Because a team like Oral Roberts does a lot of head faking, a lot of ducking underneath people. They do a lot of that, a lot of 15, 16-footers. They shoot a lot of those, a lot of floaters, a lot of stuff like that happening. I think they're going to get this team in foul trouble. Now, if they don't, and the Razorbacks can take off and get it running, like you said, your normal word, it's a wrap. But
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. But I think somehow or another, this team reminds me a lot of the Loyola Ramblers, just because they play that old school slow it down basketball. And one thing with these teams, these high flyers, you have to take possessions away. So if I can hold the ball and move the ball and make you move your feet on defense, that's going to show up with 6 or 7 minutes left to play in the game in the second half. And all of a sudden you don't have your legs underneath you. And now we're going to pack that zone in and make you a jump shot shooting team, which is something you're not great at. And if all of a sudden it stops falling, you can look at an Oral Roberts advance, and I'm taking Oral Roberts to beat the Arizona Razorbacks.
That's a big upset. Big upset. And then finally for the night, we'll have Houston and Syracuse. I never count out Jim Boeheim. Never.
Oh, yeah.
So the Orange always do their thing, man. I know Houston is the number 2 seed and they're ranked, but yeah, it's still the Orange. And until I see them go out, I'm still saying Orange.
Yeah, the Orange, man, Boeheim's kid's a baller. Boeheim's kid could actually play some basketball. I was like, when you see the coach's kid on, especially at the Division I level, you're like, you could have gave that scholarship to somebody else. I wonder if he's on scholarship. He better not be on scholarship.
Yeah, he probably is. He probably worked for it. He's like, you going to give me my scholarship.
No, come on.
You're going to give me mine.
Boeheim,
he's like, you don't really need to.
Boeheim could pay that for him. But there's a guy who deserves a scholarship. I mean, he could ball. Buddy Boeheim, hey, let me tell you something. He might be a Bull soon. Dude, this guy is a NBA draft prospect. This guy can shoot the basketball. So this guy reminds you a lot of some former Bulls guards. One of them is an executive that who could shoot the ball when he was open and knock it down. Buddy Boeheim, he got ice water running through his veins. He will shoot you out the gym. So get it understood now. Sleep on them. Sleep on the Orange if you want to. Let Buddy Boeheim, don't go out there and run him off that 3-point line and see what happens to you.
That's how it's big talk and it's high praise. But let's look at Sunday's games. Let's look at that first one, Creighton and Gonzaga. Oh. I mean, to me, that's the marquee matchup. I know Florida State and Michigan's going to be good. I know Michigan's got their hands full. UCLA, Alabama, again, that's going to be a hard-fought game. In Oregon and USC, really good games the last 3 games. But that Creighton and Gonzaga game, because to me, Gonzaga's set up to run the table all the way down.
Oh, without doubt. Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I don't know what Creighton is going to bring that will offset where Gonzaga is.
No. Look, here's the problem with playing a Gonzaga. They're 28-0 for a reason. Because they can ball.
COVID or no COVID. Right.
They can ball, flat out ball. And they are the prohibitive favorite, at least I think so, in this tournament right now. I think they got to literally fall off their bike. The training wheels have to break, something like that for them to go down. Unless somebody plays phenomenally and gets to bury them in a hole early, I don't see, because the roster's too loaded. They got Jalen Suggs, Corey Kispert, Drew Timme. You know what I'm saying? Who you want to stop? You want to stop? Which one? Pick one. It don't matter, because the other two going to get off on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a situation where Gonzaga just has too much. And all 3 of those guys aren't going to falter at the same time. Somebody's going to get off. And if you got 2 of those guys that get 50, 45, and 50 points for you, it's over. It's over. If they're 25 apiece, it's over. What you going to do? And they play good enough defense to shut people down. So unless Gonzaga loses, this is a tournament that Gonzaga loses if they don't go ahead and run it all the way through.
Well, the one game I'm going to look at, and because I'm not really sure with UCLA and Alabama or Oregon, USC, it could go anyway. Yeah. Just depends on how the shooting goes that night. But I'm looking at Florida State and Michigan, because Michigan still in my ununified poll is still, in my good brackets, there's still round by round.
What bracket?
I still have Michigan going all the way. Well, I go round by round bracket because Sister Jean destroyed my bracket. So, yeah, they've been destroyed. My brackets were destroyed. I think the playing game. It's been bad. It's been bad. My brackets got destroyed when Drake went out. That was, yeah.
How far did you have Drake going?
Well, I don't know. I had, I was pulling for Drake. I didn't.
We're pulling for Drake, but I mean, they won the playing game. What else did you want? What Drake to do?
I don't know, man. I wanted to say it was going to be Gonzaga and Drake. I didn't know. I was like, yeah, that could be great.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Love you, friend and a nephew. Love you.
I love you. I love you, Jay, and I love the team, the boys. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Put chips on them. Lost chips on Shaq. All I'm saying is right now, I need Michigan to come out, do what they do, play good defense, shoot well.
Even without Isaiah Livers, you think they got enough? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
yes. Yes. I'm not going to waver. Yes, I'm going to stand. Yes.
Your stars shine in tournament time. This is, what song is it? One Shining Moment?
Yes.
One shining moment.
Okay, can we talk about that for like 5 seconds? How the hell did you come up with Luther Vandross?
Dude. All right. Okay, here's the thing about it, all right?
All right.
I don't know why he is the person that is attached to the men's NCAA tournament. I'm not really sure why.
On that note,
he's attached to it, but I'm sure he's happy that his song is being played in the men's tournament.
You know who it is. You know what it is. It is the Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television. Listen, we are the hottest talk in the 219. We are the hottest sports talk anywhere. We're the hottest talk anywhere. But if you have not liked, subscribed, or shared, obviously, if you're watching us or hearing us, you have heard all this wonderfulness, and you know how important it is for you to subscribe. You got to subscribe.
It's right there. All you got to do is go, boop. All you got to do is do that.
Yep. Just hit the button.
Hit the boop. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do. So I'm saying to you, please hit the button, like, subscribe, and share. Cool. And you know what? Everything's going to be great.
We're going to be here, and I will still be singing One Shining Moment. I don't even know the rest of the words. That's terrible.
All right. You know what it is. You know who it is. It's the Sizzle here on Iron Skillet Radio, Iron Skillet Television. We will see you on the other side.
Go Loyola.
Go, Sister Jean.